Good morning you guys, it's Karen, and I thought I would do a small empties for you. There's not that much in here. There is a couple of makeup items, a couple of skincare items, and then everything else is hair care. And I wanted to come and talk to you about it before I forgot, because with hair care I'm using so much at the moment to try and fix my not great feeling hair, that yeah, like I said, I wanted to come and tell you what was working and what wasn't. I'll go through the couple of makeup things first. In fact, I've only got two mascaras. The first one is the number 7 Extreme Lengths. This one, you'll laugh at me when I tell you why I don't like it. I don't like it because this mascara is dangerous to me. It's dangerous because I seem to, it's a real hard plastic brush. It's not that big, as you can see, but I always poke myself in the eye with this. And if I don't poke myself in the eye, the mascara goes everywhere. I don't know what it is about this mascara. It does actually make my lashes look quite nice, but every single time I use it, I feel like one of the little spikes somehow touches my eye and my eyes start watering, or like I said, I'll blink, you know, when you do that thing and you're like, oh shit, and then you've got like mascara all under your eyes. So this is just no good for me for that reason. I know it's a weird one, but it is what it is. This one is the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I just got this little sample size. This is the brush. I feel like I used to like this, but this didn't do much for me, and I think it's because the brush is just too big. I just found this too difficult to try, and I think I would have had to build it up a couple of times to get any definition from this. And it just, the brush was just too big. I was really having to try and hold my hand steady, which is not a steady hand. And yeah, so that one is just not for me at all. Not doing very well in the mascara department lately, am I? Okay, next is skincare. And this is something that I literally just showed you. And I was showing you in my, what I'm using skincare wise. And I was using this for my retinol, massaging it in, really enjoying it. And I had said to you, you know, it may be that it's a gimmick and I end up not wanting to use it. That isn't why I've stopped using it actually. But do you remember I did that video on why I don't use water to take my makeup off? Why I don't use water to cleanse my skin, or I don't use, or very rarely do I take my makeup off in the shower, etc, etc. I normally just do something that doesn't involve water. And that came from when I had bad acne on my chin. And the minute that I say I got a spot, and the minute I used water, I would, with any kind of face wash or whatever, face scrub, another spot would appear. That's what's happened with this. In fact, a spot came up after using this and I was like, that's weird. And then I washed it, made sure I washed it every day, and then used it, and another spot came up. I've got one there and one there, kind of hard lumps under the skin that are quite painful. And so I'm putting it down to this because it's the only thing I had changed. It could be hormonal, it might be nothing to do with this, but it's that same kind of thing, you know, moving stuff all around you. I don't know. Like I said, maybe I'm completely wrong, but I just feel like no. And it is going to be a pain washing it every day. So it's not for me. This I finished. This is the Urban Vader Turmeric and Botanics Radiance Exfoliating Facial Polish. I absolutely loved this. But I'm not really a fan of using a kind of exfoliator on my face like this. It's got tiny little granules. It's not a harsh one at all, but I just loved the smell. And I got this because of, it's not turmeric, by the way. I don't know what it is I can smell. I think it might be marigold. Oh, it just smells amazing. But I had got a sample of this in the Pip cruelty-free box and then bought the full size. But I don't think this is something I'll buy because I just enjoyed the scent of it. And it is a nice, gentle exfoliating product, but it's just not something I use very much. You know, I made a concerted effort to finish that up. Let me see what else is skincare. 1, 2, 3, and then everything else. There's actually not as much hair care in here as I thought. I finished up this. This is the Glossier Milky Oil Makeup Remover. Love this. Would definitely purchase this again. You just shake it up, put it on some cotton wool. It takes everything off just easily without dragging or anything. So love that. This is the Geek and Gorgeous Liquid Hydration. Not a bit left of this. I used up every bit, and I would definitely order this again. Any order I put in again with them, I will probably order some of this. It's got panthenol in it, and it is so soothing. And wherever I put these little silicone things on my neck, I'm trying out you know, the things like frownies and the things that you leave on to prevent wrinkles or to help the wrinkles that you've got. I've tried them before, but somebody had mentioned them, that you could just use those instead of that eye mask that I was talking about, and I thought I can see a big difference in why it'd be better to use the eye mask. But I thought I'm going to try some of those. My chest here is getting definitely wrinkly, so I had some in my drawer, and they were they were inexpensive ones, and they were very thick and they were hard to peel off, and they've kind of, I don't think I can get my shirt low enough to show you, but they left a red mark anyway. And so that's the kind of thing that I would use this liquid hydration on, and it always helped, you know, because of the panthenol. So love that, really soothing for the skin. And the final thing, skincare wise, is this, the Glossier bubble wrap. This is the Iron Lip Cream. It was nice enough, but I didn't feel like it lasted. Oh, do you know, there's more coming out now, isn't that typical? I definitely got the last little bit out, I thought, but it still feels quite full. Maybe it's not empty at all then. I'll put that back in my bag and try again. But I couldn't get any out of the top. Maybe it was just the way it was sitting. This isn't something I'd repurchase. It's something I've enjoyed. Hasn't made my eyes water or anything. Does feel nice and moisturised. You know, it does feel like I'm moisturising this area. Somebody actually commented that this under eye area was looking better, but I'm not sure how it was looking before, if you know what I mean. But it's not something I'd repurchase. You know me and eye creams, I'm just not really that bothered. Okie dokie, on to hair care. I have been looking through a few things I've got and trying them out and seeing, is it worth keeping them? Because I still have this thing where I want to reduce everything, you know, makeup, hair care, skincare, but I just end up buying things and going, you know what, you've done the opposite, or you've got rid of loads of things and then I'll go and fill the gaps with other things, you know. But I was looking at things that were just sitting there and that I never used, and this is one of them, the Anti-Static Mist by the Hair Boss. I don't very often get static. I've had it twice, literally twice in my life. And once, I remember, it was after my honeymoon in Finland, and I found a hairspray. It was the sleek hairspray, and using that for some reason stopped the static. But it's just not something I use, and I've tried this on my hair. It says to spray it on damp hair. I've tried it on dry hair, and it just doesn't seem to do anything for me. I think when I think of anti-static, I'm getting confused, and I was thinking it might be anti-frizz, because I am getting a lot of sort of sticking up frizzy hairs. Not today, that's since using a product that's in here actually. But anyway, that is not, it's full. I'm just not going to use it. I've had it for so long, so I'm getting rid of that. This I was like, why is that so empty? I didn't use it. I've tipped this out actually because I know that I'm going to put it in the bin. It's the Living Proof Full Root Lift. This is one that I would spray at my roots. Now, it wasn't, the spray was too directing. It wasn't, you know, when it sort of showers out like that or mists out, I think that that's much better because you're getting it evenly spread, whereas this one was more a direct squirt, if you like, and so I had to use quite a lot of it, and I felt like I did get a bit of a root lift. I love the smell of the Living Proof stuff as well, but I just thought for the amount of root lift I got, I compared it using it once and then using nothing at all, and I thought it's actually not that much. It's just an extra product that I don't need, you know, when I've got products that I can use, probably more mousses, but also the PhD 5-in-1 that really does give me a lot more volume. So this is a no, so that's a fail. There are actually quite a lot of fails in here. This I just used this morning, and this is a fail for me. This is the Lee Stafford Argan Oil Nourishing Alcohol-Free Heat Defense. I was attracted to it because it was alcohol-free, because a lot of them have alcohol in, and it's not really something I want to be spraying on my hair, and it normally, the smell kind of bothers me. So I was interested in this one. This one is vegan as well, which is interesting. So I used it this morning with my straighteners, and you know, sort of, you can spray it on dry hair. So I sprayed it on, used my straighteners, and I don't like the result. I feel like, although my hair looks pretty smooth, and you know how I was saying a minute ago that I don't feel like my hair's looking frizzy at the moment, it definitely smoothed down all the frizziness. Before I used my straighteners, I felt like I could see lots of hairs sticking up all over the place. So it smoothed it down, but I feel like it's taken away the shine of my hair, and I feel like I can feel it, my hair now feels like it needs to be washed. It's made it feel a bit greasy. So I should maybe wait and give it one more go, but I'm just so impatient with things, you know, and I think because it's got oil in it, I think that might be what the problem is. My hair just feels now like I want to wash it, you know. So that's a fail for me. I've got two fails here that are, one is the dupe of the other. This is the Olaplex number 6 Bond Smoother, and this is the Bond Restore Styling Cream by Revolution Plex number 6. So I've had this for a while. I have tried it. I know that people say you're only supposed to use a tiny amount. If you use too much of this, your hair just feels sticky and weighed down and horrible. But to me, using the tiny amount, it just doesn't do anything. It just doesn't distribute enough. I could use a tiny amount, but I could cover this amount of hair. You know, I've got a lot of hair, and I've just never found I feel any difference with this. And I know some people swear by this, but for me, I just haven't found any difference. And it's not to say that it's not doing anything, because maybe it is, but maybe it comes down to, you know me, I like to use something that I can use a lot of it and I can feel a difference. And I can't use a lot of this, because if you use a lot of it, then you're going to feel sticky, weighed down hair. So it's just not any good. Again, it's sitting up there and I'm like, no, don't really want to use it. I tried this a couple of times and again didn't. You can use a bit more of this. You don't need to only use a tiny bit. It's a bit thinner. It smells lovely, this one actually, but again, I didn't feel like I got anything from this. I just didn't feel any difference in my hair. So they are also going. And then everything that's left is Moroccan Oil that I showed you in a haul. Do you remember I showed you I bought this little hydration pack, and then there was the fourth thing was a little Moroccan Oil. So I used the shampoo and the mask first, and my hair did feel lovely. It was really, really nice, and I'm not normally into masks. This is the Intense Hydrating Mask. And then, oh, that's the shampoo, sorry. And then the next time I used the conditioner. I have to say that I got the same result from using the conditioner and leaving it in my hair for a while as I did the mask. So although the mask was lovely, the conditioner was also lovely. So I think I would repurchase these two again. The shampoo was just lovely. It's just lush. I think I might go on and buy myself 2 more of these actually, because my hair actually smelt of this after using it. And I don't think there's many things that do that. The only thing I can think of that I've got at the moment is the Soap and Glory. It's pink grapefruit. I think is it the Get a Smoother? No, it's Pink Big is what it's called. And that conditioner, when you use that, you can smell that in your hair afterwards. But there's not many things where you get that scent. But when I used these two, I could smell, and the mask as well, I could smell the Moroccan Oil smell, which I love. Absolutely love it. But apart from that, it was nice to use a hydrating shampoo, and then using the conditioner and just leaving it in my hair did feel lovely. I've still got the problem where I can't get anything to detangle it for longer than a day. You know, on the day I wash it, it's lovely and detangled, but then all of a sudden it's not. But I know that has nothing to do with these products. It's just my hair at the moment is just misbehaving. So these are things that I would repurchase. I'm not going to use them every day because they are expensive, but they were really, really nice. I might buy another little travel set and take them on holiday with me, something like that. That's everything for today. There's one other product that I was going to talk about, but it's not finished yet, but it's the Philip Kingsley Elasticizer. So you know, with all the problems going on with my hair, I'm trying everything, and that's one of the things I've tried. It's the Elasticizer Extreme, and I used it once and had interesting results. I left it on overnight, washed it out the following morning, and my hair felt blooming terrible. It felt really greasy and weighed down, like literally as soon as I'd washed it. So I washed it again the following day and my hair felt amazing. So I do think it's a good product. I do think it's helped me, but it's just, I needed to wash my hair perhaps more. I had washed it twice, you know, done 2 washes to try and get it out, and it felt like the product was out of my hair. But I'm going to use that again and, you know, hopefully do a video soon saying this is what solved my hair problems, if you like, or this is what I'm doing to solve the hair problems. People had asked me, was it Olaplex? Did you overuse Olaplex? But I only use Olaplex about once every couple of months, and I've only, overall, I think I've used it 5 times, 6 times maybe. So it's not like I've been using it for years or anything like that, or using it weekly, or, you know, I don't use it very much. So I don't think it's Olaplex. I don't think I've overused, I haven't used anything like keratin wise or protein wise, because I know you can use too much of that. But I'd like to do a video saying this is how I healed my hair, hopefully. I think it's the menopause that's causing problems with my hair, because the problem, my biggest problem is it felt dry. It no longer feels as dry. It only feels a little bit dry. But the problem I still have, I don't think I mentioned, is that my hair is shedding, and so it's getting tangled, but when I'm brushing out the tangles, even with my tangle teaser, a lot of hair is coming out. And even, you know, like I can sit and do this with my hair. Of course it's not doing it now. It's doing it less since using that Philip Kingsley thing, I think, but my hair is shedding more. I'm noticing I'm sitting on the couch and I'm like covered in hair. Yeah, there's hairs everywhere on the desk here just from sitting here. So I need to find a solution to that. The hairdresser has suggested nioxin, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to do a video on that, is my point. So I hope that you enjoyed this little empties. I will list all of my makeup in the description. I hope that you're all well, and I'll speak to you soon.